Hey, Colabcoaching here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Week number 2 of the emotional cheating series. Emotional cheating series. Now, as I said the first week, this is a more darker topic, but it's something that I felt like needed to be addressed because I felt like a lot of people, especially people I talk to, don't really talk about it a lot. And it's funny enough that a lot of people have gone through this because after the first video, I've gotten a lot of comments, I've got a lot of questions, I've got a lot of people saying, well, thank you for posting this because it made me think about it. So without further ado, let's go to week 2. The question slash thought I have for you this week is, how does emotional cheating affect you? How does emotional cheating affect you? Because at the end of the day, it's you. You're that person that's being betrayed. You're that person that was cheated on. You're that person that went through something. And also on the flip side, for the person that has committed that emotional cheating, it's you. You're the person that decided to commit that emotional cheating. You're the person that decided to text that person or call that person. You decided to give that energy to someone else, rather than giving it to your significant other. So it's twofold, just like the first video. For me, emotional cheating affected me because as I said it earlier, both sides. Because as I said in the first video, I have been emotionally cheated on, and I emotionally cheated. So when I felt that I was emotionally cheated on, it felt bad. It felt terrible. It felt like, and I'm gonna coin this term. I don't think anybody has coined it yet, but it's a surprise hurt. It's a surprise hurt. It's literally you thinking everything is cool. Yeah, you may see some signs, but no one's perfect. We all are flawed. But when that person decides to tell you, or you find out by yourself, it's literally a surprise. You're shocked, and after you get shocked and surprised, then it starts to hurt. And it's like, well, what do I do here? How am I supposed to adjust to this? Because when you're in a relationship, you have hopes, you have dreams, you have things that you want to accomplish, you have things that you want to get done in the future, or things that you're trying to plan right now. But then you are cheated on emotionally, and it's kind of like, do I even want to be with this person anymore? How do I know this person is going to do this again? And well, I know that everybody has flaws, but this flaw, it's affecting me a lot, and it hurts. So all these different thoughts are swirling through your mind, and you can't help but to think like, well, why didn't I see this? Maybe it's my fault. I should have known. I should have seen the red flags. I should have realized that this person does this, and that should have made me realize that this person's not right for me. No, you can't blame yourself. Everybody has the right to act. Everybody has the right to decide. I'm actually going to talk about choices maybe in the next series, but everybody has a choice. So if your significant other made that choice and it went against something you guys agreed upon, which is not cheat, then it's that person's fault. They have to own up and acknowledge it. Sadly, in reality, some people don't. Some people will not acknowledge it. Some people will place blame on you, or you should have did this, or I felt this way, and I decided I had to do something. No, it's that person's duty to tell you, hey, this is not working in our relationship, and I would like for you to do A, B, C, D. Instead of saying, well, this is not happening in my relationship, so I'm going to go step out of the relationship to maybe get some emotional comfort, or have long conversations with somebody that's listening to me, or I'm gonna entice that person that has been flirting with me for the longest period of time, and I'm actually going to see where it goes, and talk about things. So it's not your fault. Those emotions that you're feeling are real, and acknowledge them. Acknowledge the pain and hurt. When I was emotionally cheated on, I had to acknowledge it because I couldn't keep it aside and act like everything was cool when I was hurting, and I was like, dang, I really wanted to, move forward in a relationship, and it didn't work out. But that was that person's decision. So for the person that has emotionally cheated on somebody, someone who has emotionally cheated on somebody, as I said, I did that with my girlfriend at the time, which is now my wife. We take it from me that you can recover. You can recover from it. It's gonna take time to build trust. It's gonna take time to go and talk about these things. You may have to go to counseling, couples counseling, marriage counseling, whatever it may be, or you may have to go seek guidance from someone to see what you can do. And listen. I think the biggest thing is listen. When I did it, I was self-centered. I was thinking about myself, and I didn't really realize that what my actions would do to my significant other. And I think that's the biggest thing about cheating, physically or emotionally, is that when you just feel like you just need to act and you're worried about the consequences later, that's where you get into problems. That's where you come into to issues. And because you don't, and not to say that you have to put everybody first all the time, but when it comes to an agreement that you have with somebody, when it comes to an agreement such as a relationship, that person you're in a relationship with has a say in relationship things. Now, when it comes to personal life and self-care, things like that, that's you. As long as you talk to that person, that's perfectly fine. But communication is key. Even when you want to do things by yourself, communicate that. Even when you feel like something's lacking, communicate that. Even when you feel like your significant other is doing a great job, communicate that. I think communication is important. And if that person is not willing to communicate with you, then you know that there's a problem. But that does not give you the acceptance and the reasoning to go ahead and cheat on somebody. It's selfish. It is. So I was selfish. I was focusing on my own emotions. I was focusing on what I felt like was right for me at the moment, and it hurt somebody. You can't tell somebody else how they should hurt. You can't tell somebody else how they should feel pain, because that's them. That's their body. That's how they are wired. So if that happened to you, you that other person can't be like, well, you need to suck it up, or well, you need to move on. No, you feel it in a certain way, and that has to be accepted and acknowledged and respected. So you have to, when it's both sides, emotionally cheated on, or you being the person that emotionally cheated, it affects both people. It affects both people. Yes, that person's still selfish, but that person, I hope they would realize that they lost something. Not maybe necessarily that you lost a relationship completely, maybe somebody forgave you, but you lost trust. And take it from me, from being a relationship coach and somebody that went through it, trust is hard to earn back. Trust is hard to earn back. And I would hate to lose trust because it's something that you build it, and when it's demolished, it takes even longer to build back up again. So don't struggle with the idea that, oh, maybe I'm being too dramatic, or I'm not, I should just move on. No, it's your life. Feel the feels. It's okay. So when you're looking at me and you're like, well, how do I go forward? How do I move forward from this? Just continue watching this series, because we're gonna go deep into that. But just to give you a little taste, when you ask yourself this question, how does emotional cheating affect you? How does emotional cheating affect me? Emotional cheating should affect you exactly the way that you feel today. The way that you acknowledge things, the way that you feel about things, the way that people affect you, that's okay. I think the biggest thing about it is that you have to accept what happened to you. It's sad to say, but you have to accept it so you can move forward. When relationships come to an end, it hurts. When relationships are betrayed, it hurts. When you had expectations and goals, it hurts. So don't disregard anything that you feel, and don't disregard what happened to you, so that you realize that, hey, maybe these are the signs that I need to figure out, so that when I go into a new relationship or continue to go in a relationship with this person, I know not to allow this not to happen again. Simple as that. So to put it in a nutshell, how does emotional cheating affect you? Emotional cheating should affect you like you're being surprised and it hurt. It's a surprise hurt. I coined the phrase, not patent pending, but it's a surprise hurt. It's as if you had goals and dreams and hopes, and someone literally miraculously set them on fire. It's a terrible feeling, and it should be acknowledged. It should be vocalized and stated. If you need to get help, get help. But no one should tell you how you should feel when you're being hurt. No one should tell you that you shouldn't feel this way, or how you should just move forward and that's it. Feel how you feel and continue to move forward in your journey called life, because it's part of the healing process. And yes, you may not be ready to trust, but you will in the future. Don't let the feelings that you feel today stop your future from progressing. Simple as that. So if you're struggling right now and you're like, okay, I am struggling with emotional cheating. I was cheated on. It did not feel good, and or I'm the person who cheated, and I want to heal. I want to grow. I want to be a better person for my relationship or future relationships. Message me. Go ahead and message me. Go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session, and sign up for that relationship checklist. Complete that so we can figure out exactly how I can help you and we can work together. Facebook, Colab Coaching. Instagram, Colab Coaching. All my videos and series on YouTube, Colab Coaching. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, I'm part of an amazing podcast with Heart and Soul Podcast, with my co-host Jackie, with Heart and Soul Podcast on Instagram, with Heart and Soul Podcast on YouTube. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode that's dropping this Thursday. And any podcast that you're looking for, we're on there. If we're not on there, let us know. We're also on SoundCloud. With that being said, stay positive out there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.